Hello and welcome to another episode of the Zarate Creations Podcast. I'm G Zarate, and I'm delighted to have you join us for a conversation about a topic that's vital in our journey of personal growth: embracing change. Life is constantly in flux. Whether we're students, professionals, parents, or simply individuals navigating life, change is an ever-present force. In today's episode, we'll explore the significance of adaptability and how it can help us not just survive, but thrive in the face of change. Change is an inevitable part of life. Whether we like it or not, the world around us is constantly shifting. Our circumstances, relationships, careers, and personal lives are always in motion. Sometimes change comes gently, like the turning of the seasons. Other times, it feels like a tidal wave, leaving us scrambling to find our footing. As creatives, change plays a more profound role. It challenges us to grow, evolve, and adapt. Now, I know that embracing change can be hard. Trust me, I've been there. Change often brings uncertainty, and uncertainty can be uncomfortable. We get used to the way things are, and when something new comes along, it can shake us to our core. But here's the truth. Adaptability is a superpower. The more we learn to roll with the punches, to embrace the unknown, the more resilient we become, not only in our creative work, but in every aspect of our lives. So today, I want to share a few insights on how we can embrace change and why it's so important for our personal and creative growth. The first step to embracing change is to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing change as something scary, try to view it as an opportunity. I know, easier said than done. But here's what I've learned. Every change, even the tough ones, opens a door to something new. When I've gone through difficult transitions in my life, whether it was moving to a new place, changing careers, or facing personal challenges, I realized that those moments of upheaval often led to my biggest breakthroughs. They pushed me to step outside my comfort zone, to try new things, and to discover strengths I didn't even know I had. When we view change as an opportunity, we stop resisting it and start embracing it. We allow ourselves to grow into new roles, new challenges, and new versions of ourselves. One of the hardest things about dealing with change is the fear of the unknown. We worry about what the future holds, how things will turn out, and whether we'll be able to handle it all. But here's the thing. Worrying about the future only takes us away from the present moment. In times of change, I found it helpful to focus on the here and now. What can I do today? How can I show up right now? When we stay grounded in the present, we free ourselves from the anxiety of the unknown and allow ourselves to take things one step at a time. For example, in my creative work, I've learned that change is part of the process. A project may evolve, a story may take an unexpected turn, or a photograph may lead me in a direction I hadn't planned. Instead of worrying about how things will end, I try to focus on the journey, the present moment of creation. When I do that, I find that change becomes less daunting and more exciting. Change often requires us to learn something new, whether it's a new skill, a new way of thinking, or a new approach to our work. Change is a great teacher, but in order to learn, we have to be open to the process. When I was younger, I used to be afraid of making mistakes. I thought that failure meant I wasn't good enough or that I wasn't on the right path. But over time, I realized that failure is part of learning. It's how we grow. Every mistake is a lesson, and every challenge is an opportunity to expand our knowledge and skills. So, when faced with change, be open to what it has to teach you. Be willing to try new things, to experiment, and to make mistakes along the way. You never know. What you learn in times of change may be the key to unlocking your next big achievement. As creatives, adaptability is essential. Whether you're a writer, a photographer, an artist, or a musician, you know that the creative process is rarely a straight line. Ideas shift, projects evolve, and sometimes Things don't go as planned, but that's the beauty of creativity. It's fluid, it's dynamic, and it's ever-changing. I've had many projects that started one way and ended up in a completely different direction. At first, I would get frustrated when things didn't go as expected, but eventually I realized that adaptability is the heart of creativity. The ability to pivot, to adjust, and to go with the flow is what allows us to create our best work. So, when change comes knocking, embrace it. Let it fuel your creativity. You might be surprised by the magic that comes from adapting to something new. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, trust yourself. When we're faced with change, it's easy to doubt our abilities or question whether we're capable of handling it. But the truth is, you are more resilient than you think. You've faced change before, and you'll face it again. Trust that you have the strength, the wisdom, and the creativity to navigate whatever comes your way. Trust that you're capable of adapting to new circumstances and thriving in new environments. And trust that no matter what changes come your way, you are always growing, always evolving, and always moving forward. I'm eager to hear about your own experiences with embracing change. How has adaptability influenced your personal growth? And how do you navigate change in your life? Feel free to share your thoughts and questions with me. As we conclude today's episode, remember that embracing change is not about avoiding challenges, but about welcoming them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Change is the force that carries us to new horizons. Until next time, remember to embrace the journey. Keep creating with all your heart, and keep moving forward. Onwards.